What is one of the most important questions that needs to be answered for XRP right now? What is holding back the XRP ledger and how do we fix it? Whose responsibility is it? I have a ton of information on this. We also are going to take a look at security on the XRP ledger and how that's being addressed. We also see that Ripple Treasury joins Swift certified program. What's that going to mean? We also see that Ripple Prime gets an official BBB rating from the Global Credit Agency. What is that going to do for Ripple, XRP, RLUSD going forward? And I also have a ton of other news here. We got a report here at the end from the IMF on tokenization is reshaping regulated finance by moving assets onto programmable ledgers. That is, in fact, could be the XRP ledger. We're going to talk about all of it. Let's start here, though.
This question's for all of you, so we'll kind of go around. What's the one thing you think that is holding the XRPL back from its next major growth phase, and whose job is it to fix it?
I can go first. Fresh on my mind, actually. I would say liquidity is the biggest thing. I don't think the things that I'm trying to do are getting ahead of, business coming and more traffic and more attention. But the thing that's not holding us back. We're processing every transaction that's sent to the ledger right now. We have no issue. We have no issue with that. We don't have super high fees spiking because we have too many transactions. I'm trying to get ahead of that so it never happens, but it's certainly not a blocker. Liquidity is the blocker. And again, just like bringing more users to the ledger, this is one of those macro things that the foundation can do, and it will help everybody in the community. And why this was not, liquidity was certainly not in the original mandate for the foundation. I think it's probably a combined role, and I'm working closely with Ripple to look at this. I think the foundation's role is more in the line of being the expert on the XRP ledger and how it works. And an example of that being, you don't need to make a lot of liquidity on the XRP ledger between one stable coin and another. You make liquidity between the stable coin or any asset and XRP. And the ledger automatically bridges through that. And so you get this virtual order book that includes connections from every asset to each other, as long as they have that connection to XRP. So I think the funding to bring in market makers to do this kind of thing, would probably come from Ripple or some sort of partner that they encourage to do this. But I think the ledger and the community helps here by educating these people on the right way to do this on the XRP ledger, different than every other